Hey everybody, it's Molly
and Quincy
with AllEars, and we're here at the Magic Kingdom with a brand new video. Now, a lot of you ask us, where should I go in the park? What order should I ride the rides? So we are going to go on the biggest attractions in Magic Kingdom and help you figure that out.
We are doing an experiment today where we are going to try to ride the most popular rides in Magic Kingdom, but we're going to start in different places. So I'm going to start in Adventureland, Molly's going to start in Tomorrowland, and we're going to see who has the shorter waits throughout the day as we bounce to the different rides.
Along the way, we're going to give you tips, tricks, advice for your trip to the Magic Kingdom. It's going to be really fun. I hope you're excited. We got a lot to do.
I can't wait to find out.
Let's get in there. Well, the Dapper Dan's just rode by, so I'm actually going to leave because that's all I really wanted to do at Magic Kingdom.
I'm going to go lay down and cry.
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah,
but
amazing.
For reals, good luck in Adventureland.
Good luck in Tomorrowland, wherever you're going. That way.
Bye. Most people, when they get into Magic Kingdom, scoot down Main Street, and then they either head straight for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or they make the decision to go left or right. Left to Adventureland, right to Tomorrowland. Most people go right because we are in the United States. We drive on the right side of the road. More people are right-handed. It's a natural human tendency to go right, which is also why the bridge here in Tomorrowland is twice the width of the bridge leading into Adventureland, to accommodate for the more people going this way. So it's probably smarter to go left first, but we're going to figure this out. I just looked at the My Disney Experience app. Space Mountain has a 10-minute wait, which sounds like the perfect way to start our day.
All right, so I am starting my Magic Kingdom day over at Adventureland, which is actually what I usually do, just because I like to go clockwise. It's satisfying to me. But typically, I'm starting my day, typically I walk this way and then don't necessarily go on Pirates. So that's where I'm starting my day because Pirates has a really short wait first thing. A lot of people head right to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Molly and I did pretty much rope drop, so we are headed that direction, and I am excited to get some yo-hos in, because who doesn't love to start their day with a little dastardly pirate doing, as they say.
Space Mountain.
I am going to ride Pirates of the Caribbean. Wait time just 5 minutes, which in my experience means basically a walk-on for easily one of the best attractions in all of Disney World. I just got off Pirates, and that wait was actually probably exactly 5 minutes. I walked pretty much all the way up to the boat dock and then got right on the ride. Got to see some scoundrels and dirty rotten eggs. The people kind, not actual rotten eggs. Right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap up the popular rides in Adventureland by heading over to the Jungle Cruise, which I'm so excited about because this is my attraction that I relate to the most. There are boats, there are bad jokes, and by bad jokes I mean good jokes, and it's just a delight all around. So I'm super excited to go get on Jungle Cruise, and we'll see how long that wait is, how long it actually is, and see where Molly is, maybe check on how she's doing.
I love it so much. All right, I'm headed to Fantasyland next, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is dropped to 40 minutes, so I'm gonna do that one first, which is great, because when we got into the park right at opening, it started at a 55-minute wait. So I'm glad to see it's dropped. Mine Train is one of the ones I think you're gonna have to watch throughout the day. A lot of people go there first, so unless you get here early, I don't know if I'd say go there first. I'd say watch it throughout the day. It tends to be pretty steady though, and then drop later. But with park hopping back now, it kind of remains steady all day. So I would say like afternoon, right before park hopping starts, is maybe a good time. Or very first thing in the morning, or very last thing at night. But good news for us today, it just dropped to 40 minutes. So let's hope it's actually that low. One thing I want to say is don't waste your precious morning hours before the parks are busy with attractions like Dumbo, Barnstormer, Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Mad Tea Party, because those attractions are going to stay relatively low all day. Fill your early time in the park with attractions like the mountains, like Haunted Mansion, like Pirates. Those are going to be the ones that get longer throughout the day, and you can ride Dumbo later, you can ride Teacups later when you've already ridden stuff that now has a long wait.
Got a 20-minute wait for Jungle Cruise, so a little bit higher here in the morning. Now Jungle Cruise, thank you, good morning.
Good morning, Tamara.
You are, say hi.
Welcome to the Jungle Cruise.
Thank you.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, enjoy your cruise.
Wow, 2 weeks. That might put a damper on our little experiment, but we are at the Jungle Cruise, and the wait here is 20 minutes listed. So I will keep track of how long it actually is. And that's obviously a little higher for this first thing in the morning. Pirates is still at 5 minutes by the time we left. So we'll see what that means for us. Disney actually, when we're filming this, just announced that the Jungle Cruise is getting a little bit of a makeover. It's gonna get an updated storyline. It's gonna have a few new sort of characters, including an actual skipper as a ride character for the first time ever, which is so cool. Some fan favorite boats that haven't been seen on the waters in a long time are going to be returning as a part of it, and this is actually happening on both coasts. So in both Disney World and Disneyland, we're going to see updates to the Jungle Cruise attraction that's going to be really cool, and I'm super excited to see it. Jungle Cruise. I just checked and I stepped on the boat about 17 minutes after I got in line. So 20 minutes was pretty accurate. The wait is now up to 35 minutes, so it's inching higher since I've been here, but still the wait was pretty short. And I'm gonna head on into Frontierland now, try to get myself on Splash Mountain because it is now up and running.
Just got off Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, 25 minutes on a posted 40-minute wait, so that's excellent news. That one usually is pretty close, if not a little overestimated, but that was great to shave off 15 minutes. But that one is probably going to be your longest line in Magic Kingdom, if not one of your longest lines, so plan accordingly. And now I'm headed to Peter Pan's Flight, which has a posted 15-minute wait. Peter Pan's Flight, one of the best opening day attractions still around, still so incredibly popular, but it tends to have a lower wait time right now than some other rides because it can load every vehicle, and it's an Omnimover attraction, meaning, yep, still posted 15, but it's an Omnimover attraction, meaning that the vehicles are consistently moving. They only have to stop to say maybe load a wheelchair party, like Haunted Mansion, like Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. In theory, those go faster than, say, boat rides that have to stop and load people in, stop and load people in. Because they can use every single pirate ship right now, A lot of attractions are skipping rows and they're not loading to their full capacity, but Peter Pan can. It tends to have a lower wait than some other stuff, which if you have come to the parks before the closures, you know that Peter Pan's flight, always a really long line, one of the hardest fast passes to get, so it's pretty weird right now to see it at like 15 to 30 minutes most of the day when other stuff will have like hours long.
Splash Mountain is listed at a 5-minute wait right now, which is kind of atypical, you might think, but it is pretty early in the morning and it's chilly and windy right now. So that's actually the best time to ride Splash Mountain. Maybe not for your comfort level, but definitely for the wait times.
I have to say it every time. You know it's coming, you know it's coming. Poor Nana. Poor Nana. Poor father. I will say, prior to the closures, I didn't come through this queue very much. I was always going through the Fast Pass queue, and this is a really fun queue. You go through the Darlings' nursery, in their house, be on the lookout for Tinkerbell, because she might be flying around a little bit. So, yeah, this is a winner.
I love this ride. I haven't actually ridden it in years, and it is getting rethemed. So this ride is based on the Brer Rabbit cartoons, which are a little culturally outdated. So they are retheming it to be a Princess and the Frog themed ride with Princess Tiana and Louie and Ray and Prince Naveen, probably Mama Odie, and I don't know if everyone's going to be in the ride, but I would hope they are. So I'm really, really excited because what I love about this ride is the fact that it is a dark ride with that big thrill element, and I really hope, and I'm pretty sure, that that's probably here to stay. So I'm excited to see a new story incorporated with it. It should be really interesting.
Pixie dust and magic. That's what I feel like every time I get off Peter Pan's flight. It's just so whimsical and reminds you of your childhood, and it's lovely, and I just adore it. Now, I know people sometimes say it's overrated because it's short, and back in the day, if you wait an hour or two to ride it, maybe you would think it's overrated, but right now it usually doesn't have that long a wait, and it's a must-do in my book. So, all right, we are off to the next land.
You can see I got a little wet, but I mostly survived, which is impressive because I was in the front. Now, pro tip, the left side on Splash Mountain stays drier. If you sit on the right side of the boat, you're gonna hit more of the water features, and the splash is a little bit bigger at the bottom on the right side.
We are really moving and grooving through this list. Of course, we're gonna just keep on going through Liberty Square, nothing important here. LOL, can you guys imagine if I was serious? There would have been like just an outrage in the comments. So don't worry, we're riding Haunted Mansion because of course Haunted Mansion is on our must-do list at Magic Kingdom. Only a posted 10-minute wait right now. That's awesome. This is another one that the queue moves very, very quickly because it's another Omnimover attraction. I have seen it get really, really long though. It'll stretch all the way back towards Tom Sawyer Island, all the way through Liberty Square and into Frontierland. So if you see that though, don't panic. Again, this line moves very quickly and the ride loads very quickly. So the line just gets really, really long because you have to space everybody out. But it usually is 45 minutes or less these days, maybe a little bit longer on a super busy day. Are you ready? Are you excited? I know I am.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is at 30 minutes, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop in that and see if it's actually 30 minutes. There's actually a lot of folks over here, so we'll see. One thing to note right now is that the lines, to keep people distanced, have to kind of wind in some weird places. And finding the end of the lines can be kind of like a little scavenger hunt. So I get stumped sometimes trying to find them, but the end of Big Thunder's over here right now, but it can wind all through Frontierland. So just something to keep in mind.
This attraction is so iconic, so many details, so much history. I did a whole video about all of it. Like, for example, all of these gravestones are Imagineers' names. Oh, is someone watching me? Creepy. One of my favorite details is here off the exit of the attraction. It's the pet cemetery. And if you look in there, you can see a familiar face. J. Thaddeus Toad of Mr. Toad's Wild and Ride is back here. And you can't read the epitaph, but legend has it from the Imagineers that it says, "Here lies Toad, sad but true, not as marketable as Winnie the Pooh," which is hilarious because Mr. Toad's Wild Ride was replaced by Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh in Fantasyland. So hilarious. I did a whole video on all the detail and the backstory and the Imagineering that makes this attraction so amazing and so beloved. I would venture to say that not a single attraction anywhere has much of a following and a fandom as this one. So definitely a must-do. Walked right on it. It's getting a little longer now, but that was great. And now we're headed onward to the Wild West. Also, a little park navigating tip. As you can see, I'm down on this walkway. It goes all the way from Liberty Square right out towards Thunder and Splash because there's a cavalcade coming right now, which is great and magical and wonderful. But if you're trying to get past the cavalcade, or if there's a big crowd outside, this is usually less crowded. But there they are! Hey guys! I love you! Ready to party? It won't be late. Let's get it started, yeah, we just can't wait. Oh my gosh. I just saw Quincy go by. Maybe we'll see her again. Oh, there she is, look. Hi, Quincy!
Hi, Molly! I just heard Molly from the queue.
Okay, loving the message board in here. Looking for a new roommate who doesn't snore or eat beans. All friends come celebrate my marriage to the prettiest lady in Tumbleweed. This is so fun. Drinks are on you. This is so great. I do love going through the standard queues since the Fast Pass isn't open right now. Again, I usually used Fast Pass. You know me, I was faddling for those Fast Passes. So I just love all the details in all these queues. That's funny. Wait, there she is again. I see her again.
It's Molly. Have fun. All right, well, so I guess we knew where Molly is now. She's made it all the way over here to Frontierland. So I would say she's covered 3 lands and I've only covered 2. So I wonder how that'll turn out in the end. I'm sure she'll have to wait a while for both Pirates and Jungle Cruise. So it might start to balance out as we get a little further into the day. But I will say, I had so much fun on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. That ride is amazing.
Oh, that's so funny. So our paths crossed obviously here at Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which to me says that Quincy's done Jungle, Pirates, Splash, and now Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So she's done half the list, and I've done half the list because I've done Space, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Peter Pan's Flight, and Haunted Mansion. So that's pretty fun to know we're meeting literally at each of our 5th attraction. No, wait, this is her 4th, my 5th. She's gonna go do Mansion now. So we'll be likely getting on our 5th attraction right around the same time.
So it looks like that posted wait is gonna be about 15 minutes. Gosh, just kidding, I can't read. The wait's actually listed at 10 minutes. So let's see if it's actually 10 minutes.
I love it so much. I haven't ridden that one in a while either. Oh my gosh, yes. That was a fabulous one. I love Big Thunder. I always say Space is my favorite of the mountains, and then I ride Thunder and I'm like, wait, maybe it's Thunder. I don't know. It's so great though. Oh my gosh, what a blast and a half. Whew, my tummy hurts from laughing. And that was only less than half the wait time, so good for us. And let's go ride Splash now. I'm already cold. Getting colder just thinking about it.
So I just finished on Haunted Mansion. My wait turned out to be about 5 minutes on that, maybe like 7, just because I did get stuck standing in the stretching room for a little while they paused the ride to help a guest board. And now I'm headed over into Fantasyland to hop on Peter Pan's flight. Molly, I think, also just got done on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what she's doing.
Okay, Splash Mountain time. May get wet. All right. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. I am not dressed for Splash Mountain. One moment. Now I am dressed for Splash Mountain. Also to rob a bank. Let's do Splash first. Is it safe? We did it, friends. We survived and are pretty dry.
I got a yellow pirate ship, which is my favorite color.
Splash Mountain was truly 5 minutes, and now we're headed into our last and final land. 2 more attractions on my list. They both have a 35-minute wait, and both of them tend to be pretty accurate. It's Pirates and Jungle Cruise, and just the way they're loading the boats, because they can't load them at full capacity, these do tend to get a little bit longer. So I would recommend doing these in the morning if possible, but we'll see if they both actually hold up to their 35-minute wait. It's just about noon now, so we'll see. But I'm really excited. Pirates is probably my favorite ride in this park, so it's up there, if not the number one.
All right, so Peter Pan's flight, definitely my longest wait of the day so far, except maybe Jungle Cruise. Although no, it was longer than Jungle Cruise, so my longest wait of the day so far has been Peter Pan's flight. Now I'm headed to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which I think might be my new longest wait of the day. Now Molly's all the way over in Adventureland already. I still have 2 more rides. I think that she's probably a little bit ahead of me. I still have to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Space Mountain, and she is probably on Pirates. You'll have to check in with her.
Hello, Captain Jack. How are you today?
Well, I've got some good members of my crew here with me today.
Very good. I'm about to set sail.
Oh, good. She's just going to be like my first mate, I think. Well, he was my first mate. Now he's members of the crew's name.
Yeah, we don't want that. I'll look for some treasure. I'll bring you some.
All right, so we definitely have our highest posted wait time of the day, which I was expecting. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is sitting at a cool 50-minute wait.
We're gonna go in 35 minutes. Let's start that clock. What a good attraction. Also, the burning smell is turned up so that you can smell it through your mask. and it's like, I feel like you could smell it through the phone. It's so strong, but I love it. I love that fake burning smell that they have on this and over at Spaceship Earth. But we only have one attraction left. It's Jungle Cruise. It has a posted 35-minute wait, but let's see if it's like Pirates where it's actually not that long. Also, I wonder what Quincy's doing.
All right, so Seven Dwarfs Mine Train delivered on exactly the wait time it said it was going to. It had a 50-minute wait time. So 50-minute listed, 50-minute is what I waited. So they did a pretty good job with that one, I'd say. Obviously, I had a blast. Now, I think that Molly might be having a little bit better luck with the counterclockwise direction than I did going clockwise. But that's interesting. I've got one more ride. So I'm gonna head on over and hop in line for Space Mountain. I'll check out that posted wait time and let you know what it is when I get over there. And maybe we should check in and see how Molly's doing on the other end of the park.
It's better to be overexcited than overboard, especially in a boat. Quick boat orientation. If you look up, that's the top of the boat. If you look down, well, that's the bottom of the boat. Now, if the top of the boat switches with the bottom of the boat, swim. And if you don't laugh at my jokes, I can be your swimming instructor. Now, the Nile River is the longest river in the world. It stretches on for miles and 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 miles. Now, if you don't believe me, you're probably in Africa. Friend Ina. Everyone say hi, Ina.
Hi, Ina.
And here we are, the eighth wonder of the world, the amazing, stupendous backside of water. Well, here we are, the most dangerous part of our journey, the return to civilization.
All right, I'm seeing a 20-minute wait, which is pretty good for Space Mountain. I've seen it much higher in my day, so that's pretty good. I'm okay with wrapping up with a 20-minute wait, assuming it's accurate. My wait times have definitely gotten longer later in the day than they've been posted. Well, Mine Train was right, but Peter Pan was longer than posted. Definitely longer in general than the morning, so let's see how accurate this is.
I did it. I finished my list. I did 8 of the biggest attractions here. The longest I waited was definitely, my goodness, I waited about 25 minutes for Pirates, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Jungle Cruise. I bet Quincy waited the longest at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. The caveat today was definitely that Splash didn't have a long line because it was cold. But I am headed to the castle where we're going to meet up and see who did it faster and what we took away from the day.
All right, so I just got off Space Mountain, which had a posted wait of 20 minutes. I waited 7. So how's that for the last ride of the experiment? Now I'm gonna head back over and meet Molly back in front of Cinderella Castle.
Hi, friend.
Hi, friend.
How was your day?
It was very fun.
Was
I had much fun.
Very magical.
Oh, so magical.
I wrapped up about 15 minutes before you.
Mm-hmm.
What I learned today is that Jungle and Pirates are going to hit whatever wait time they're going to hit for the day, and they're going to stay there all day long, which I kind of had a feeling based on, we track the wait times on AllEars, and it looks like that every day. So if it's like 30 minutes because it's not busy like today, if it's an hour because it is busy, it doesn't matter. It's going to just sit there all day long.
And they hit it relatively quickly even today when it's obviously a slow day, it's a cold day, but they hit it relatively quickly. Like I rode just Pirates, walked right on because I did it first thing, and then Jungle Cruise was already at 20 minutes and went right up to 35 and stayed there.
Yeah, and it's been 35 ever since because it was posted 35 when I went on it last. So today was a little bit of an exception because Splash didn't have a wait all day because it's cold.
No one wants to get wet.
No one wants to get wet. So you waited the longest for what?
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train by far.
Okay, I waited 25 minutes for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, around 10-ish.
I waited a full, it was posted at 50 when I went, and I waited a full 50 minutes around like 12-ish is when I got in line probably.
So the sweet spot for Mine Train is if you get here super early, first thing, you're the first people in the park, or around 10 to 11, because people that already went there first are gone. and nobody else is there yet. So in my opinion, you're probably gonna have to wait for either Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Splash on a normal day. I still say go Adventureland first, because then you can knock out Pirates, Jungle, Splash, and Thunder pretty quickly. And then if you have to wait in line for one thing, it's Mine Train, and that's okay.
Now another option would be to go to Splash first thing and then immediately over to Mine Train, which would get you shorter waits on both of those, but then you're going to end up with those like moderate to higher waits on Pirates and Peter Pan
And Jungle.
later in the day. So you're still making up that wait elsewhere. So you have options, but it really just depends on what lines you want to wait in.
And what's the most important to you. So, well, this was fun. I had a good time. Hopefully this was helpful for you. You got a little more planning information. You got a little more tips. You've got a little more ways to navigate the park. Let us know if you want to see this in the other parks. We have done it in Hollywood Studios. Me and Breedlove did it, but we can do it at Epcot. We can do it in Animal Kingdom. We can do it over at Universal. You tell us in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net. And until next time, y'all, I'm Molly.
I'm Quincy.
And it's been magical.
Thank you for watching.
Bye. Do you want to go get a Dole Whip?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.